Alright guys, I'm back for the gaming news this week. To start off here, we have the Fallout TV series that just aired. Very few lore hiccups. I'm not going to drop any spoilers for obvious reasons if you guys haven't seen it yet. I posted on Twitter an article from Gamespot. I'll put it up here in the corner. Basically, Fallout 76 player count numbers have shot through the roof after the Fallout TV series dropped, so, you know, it's a... honestly, if I were you guys, I'd recommend Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4 before I do that. I'd get into Fallout 76, but those are just my recommendations. I personally I've tried to play Fallout 1 and 2. I just was not into the whole top-down thing. I have played Fallout 1, for sure. I actually have them on disc. So I got the Fallout Classic Collection on disc that basically has all the original Fallout games out, including the tactics games. I obviously don't have the case anymore for it because I keep it in a binder. Original 360 copies for Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Of course, New Vegas is upside down. And I have the disc 2 for the install disc for the DLC for Fallout 3. That's the second install disc. By the way, the install discs do not work on the Xbox One servers, only on Xbox 360, Xbox One, Series X. And I also wanted to show you guys this. I got this Ultimate Edition practically for free when I was going to GameStop. This was when it came out, but the Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition was $110. Probably one of the few Ultimate Editions I got. I don't really buy collector's editions anymore. Platinum chip for the Lucky 38. Mostly because these things are freaking expensive. Chips for all the different casinos in the game. Tops and stuff. I don't know why that's out of the case, but it came with the making of Fallout New Vegas special card deck with New Vegas playing cards. Just wanted to show you guys some of my collector's editions that I have laying around here. Yeah, I paid $0 for this, guys. I had so many points stocked up at GameStop that they just pretty much I got this entirely for free. I remember I was like, obviously you can't get away with that anymore at GameStop. I'm sure they freaking more rules behind this. The strictness of the point usage got stricter over time, let's just say. Sure, everything's in place. I'll show you guys that. Good series, guys. So then Todd Howard was questioned on the Bethesda adaptions after Fallout. He said he'd probably say no. We're gonna get into that story here. So Todd Howard on other Bethesda adaptions after Fallout, I'll probably say no, but you never know. So, he was asked about Elder Scrolls, for example, which, if you guys don't know, Elder Scrolls is more intricate with its lore in comparison to Fallout, so a lot of chances to screw up if a TV series is ever made of the Elder Scrolls, which, unlikely, but everybody asks, like, about Elder Scrolls, and I keep saying no. These are actual questions he's been asked, apparently. As video game adaptations continue to ramp up in recent years, Bethesda Game Studios is finally getting its first with Fallout. Prime Video's high-profile TV series that debuted last night, and unsurprisingly, it's not something that Bethesda boss Todd Howard took lightly. Yeah, he was head of that thing to make sure it was safe. He didn't want any screw-ups with that, especially knowing it's canon and not in a separate timeline like the Halo TV series was. Still butchered that, but still. This is something that I said no to for like a decade, Howard says. Everyone wanted to make a Fallout TV show or movie, and I was like, nah, I wasn't really feeling it. He was the gatekeeper on those guys. IGN got the chance to catch up with Howard on the red carpet of Fallout's premiere in Los Angeles earlier this week. We only had a few minutes with Howard, who also served as an executive producer on the TV show, but that was still enough to pick his brain a bit about what convinced him to finally adapt Fallout. For Fallout, it was all about finding the right creative partner. I met Joanna Nolan, and I love his work. Dark Knight, Interstellar was wild. Person of interest in the Westworld. He and I kind of hit it off. Howard told IGN's Benjamin Watts on Carpet, and I felt like, hey, do you want to do this? I'd like to approach it like it's another entry in the game. It's crazy lunatic people he works with kind of do what they do, and we're really happy with how it turned out. I'd say they did a pretty good job. So there are already talks of the Fallout TV series second season. So the Fallout Season 2 could introduce Deathclaws and head to a new location. If you guys need major spoilers, there was a Deathclaw skull at the end of the first season, so Jonathan Nolan says it would have been irresponsible to not think of the Season 2 during the making of the Season 1. And yeah, because Bethesda was directly involved in the production of the TV series, they wanted to make sure the TV series was as lore accurate as possible. I've mentioned that before. But Prime Video has yet to officially renew Fallout for a second season, but it seems likely, and now some of the key people working on the show have discussed what to expect in Season 2 if it gets made. So Jonathan Nolan, who directed the first 3 episodes of season 1 and is an executive producer of the series overall, told The Warp that challenges, especially with television, isn't a success that the hope that you get to go again. He said when he was making Fallout Season 1, the aim was to create a terrific season of television, and he also thought about what could come next. I think at the same time you'd be remiss, almost irresponsible, to not have started to talk about where your story could take you. Nolan said, so we have been talking from the beginning about how this would develop and evolve in subsequent seasons if we should be so lucky. There was already a contract, a $25 million contract from California. I've mentioned it before. I don't know if I mentioned it in detail, but this was before the first season even aired. But California gave the production of for a second season a contract if they were to film it in California. So if you guys don't know, the production was done in New York the filming was done in New York for the first season, which is kind of ironic, but you know what I mean. So very likely we'll see a second season. It's popping off too much for them not to take this opportunity not to do one. And they left it opening at the end of this first season for a second season. They have to see how that played out. If Halo can get a second season, this can get a second season. Whether you agree with the whole Halo situation or not, I personally am questioning it. So then we got Fallout London delayed due to Fallout 4 update. So you got a new game update. It basically messes with the mods. You gotta re-update them, so it's a pain in the ass. So I get it. But Team Fallout, the indie studio behind the highly anticipated Fallout London mod, recently announced that the mod has been delayed due to Fallout 4's current gen update, which will definitely scramble the mod when it's out anyway. So they'll have to fix things. It's better to wait until after the update. Team Fallout took to its official YouTube channel to explain that it's originally planned to release the Fallout London on April 23rd, which aligned with the St. George Day celebration that takes place in England. It was an issue because Fallout 4 is scheduled to receive a significant update on April 25th. In the video, Dean Carter, the project lead, explained that prior to the news of Bethesda's updating Fallout 4, the team was tweaking and testing nonstop in order to get things as stable as we can for you all in time for the release. Now, because of the update, their work is more prevalent than ever. Simply break. Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine it's hard being a modder. Even though the new update comes with many perks, the team is still unable to bring the mod to consoles. The mod is far too big. It's currently standing around 30 to 40 gigabytes. Just not going to fit on an Xbox systems. I'm sorry, that's the truth of it. You'll only be able to play this mod on the PC version of Fallout 4. The mod size even poses a challenge for PC players as it's too big to fit on Nexus mods. The popular mod hub, however, thanks to GOG, PC players will be able to play Fallout London once it goes live using their accounts. The mod is confirmed for Steam, though the team hasn't rolled out the Epic Game Store as landing spot either. So you'll be able to play it on GOG or Good Old Games and Steam. So if you're one of those people that just purchased Fallout 4, like moi, on the Steam store for practically pennies on the dollar, it was $9.99. I got Fallout 3, New Vegas Game of the Year Edition. These are all the Ultimate Editions, and Game of the Year Edition for Fallout 4, all for the small price of $21. It was practically a steal. So crazy what sales can get you. But moving on to mods, we got a mod of one of the most classics of Fallout games. Fallout 2 is getting a Project Arroyo mod. It's called Fallout 2 is getting a remarkable remake with Project Arroyo showcasing the charm of the underrated classic for modern audiences. I tried to get into the Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 games. I actually have them on disc. I just am not into the whole top-down nature in the oldie version. Not that I hate old games, it's just the way that they present themselves because they're hard to get into. If you guys are having trouble with that, they have a mod coming out, Fallout 2 Remake, versus original comparison. I saw this, and I just had to show you guys. We got the original soundtrack going. Just stop. Trying to pick up on my audio. Looks nice. So this is Fallout 2 built in the Fallout 4 engine through via a mod, so that's what this is. Which is crazy. Somebody's actually putting this together. This isn't out yet. The geckos from New Vegas. Fairly accurate. Volume up. That's crazy. So on the right here we got Fallout 2, the original, and on the left here we have the Fallout 4 engine that they're building the mod in. Look at that. That's like almost 1-to-1, dude. Modders are talented, dude. This is what they have shown so far. Project Arroyo, Fallout 4, biggest little Fallout 2 recreation. So I'm sure we'll see this in the mods at some point for Fallout 4. It'll be interesting. Anyways, guys, any news I don't get here, I'll post on my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
Check out both my Twitter for news I don't get in vid form. I also upload on TikTok and Instagram.